As the game clock wound down in a tense fourth quarter, there was a familiar sight: the basketball in LeBron James's hands. It's a scene that's defined much of the last 20 years in the NBA. James patiently isolating defenders, dissecting mismatches, and imposing his will through a blend of strength, precision, and veteran savvy. On Sunday night, with the Lakers shorthanded and in need of leadership, James tapped into his classic playbook. The result? A gritty one, 0-5-104 victory over the Utah Jazz, with James steering the team in vintage fashion. This, however, wasn't the brand of basketball that Lakers head coach J.J. Redick envisioned when designing the team's identity. Nor is it necessarily the most sustainable formula for a 22-year veteran, even if that veteran happens to be the league's all-time leading scorer. "This is actually the lowest usage rate of my career," James said post-game, noting it's the lowest since his rookie year. So it's an adjustment. With key rotation players Austin Reaves and D'Angelo Russell out, and Utah's young defense presenting exploitable matchups, the Lakers deviated from their modern, movement-based system. Instead, they leaned on James to generate offense the old-school way: slow, deliberate, and isolating weak defenders. "It felt like the normal me," James said. "But I understand we want to play a little differently this year, and I'm still adapting to that." On this night, the Lakers adapted to their circumstances. With their backcourt thinned and facing a Jazz team ripe for targeted attacks, Redick greenlit a more deliberate half-court approach in the second half, especially down the stretch. "We slowed things down and kept looking for the right matchup for LeBron in the pick and roll," Redick explained. "It wasn't fancy, but it gave us the best chance to score. We stuck with it whether the shots fell or not." The results were mixed, statistically. James poured in 27 points, but needed 14 fourth-quarter shots to do it, his highest single-quarter attempt total this season. He connected on just 5 of those attempts and went 0 for 6 from deep. Still, his presence commanded constant defensive attention and opened up the floor for others. Anthony Davis was dominant, scoring 33 points and anchoring the defense. Together, James and Davis took 53 of the Lakers' 88 field goal attempts. It was no coincidence. "As a staff, we said before the game, LeBron and AD need to take 25 or more shots each," Redick said. "That was our best chance tonight, and they stepped up." The Lakers were nearly undone in the final moments when Utah's Colin Sexton drove for what could have been a game-winning layup. But Jazz coach Will Hardy had called a timeout just before the shot, erasing the basket. Davis, who contested the play, didn't think it would have gone in anyway. "I stopped," Davis said. "He made it, but I don't know if he would have if I'd stayed with it. I probably would have blocked it." While James and Davis carried the scoring load, the depleted supporting cast found ways to contribute. With Reaves sidelined by a painful pelvic contusion, ending his streak of 129 straight games, and both Russell and Cam Reddish out due to illness, the Lakers turned to their bench. Gabe Vincent scored a season-high 10 points and made a pivotal defensive play by stripping John Collins in the post. Max Christie, rebounding from a late-game error against the Thunder, chipped in 12 points and 5 rebounds. Even Jalen Hood Schifino, playing in his first game since the Lakers declined the third-year option on his rookie deal, gave solid minutes on the defensive end. "We've got a saying, it's not about who plays, but how we play," Davis said. "Tonight, we just had to do it a different way." The Lakers began a challenging 4-game road trip severely undermanned, down 40% of their regular rotation, including the already injured Jackson Hayes. Yet their resilience and adaptability, led by 2 future Hall of Famers, gave them just enough to escape with a win. It wasn't glamorous, it wasn't efficient, but it was effective. And sometimes when the lights are brightest and bodies are missing, you let the old-school legend take the wheel, and he finds a way.